Hey everybody, my name is Ethen Ostroff. I am an injury lawyer and I help people all over the country make sure that they have the best lawyer possible for what they are going through. Whether that's me, whether that's a referral partner of mine, my job is to make sure that you get a white glove treatment for your situation. Today we are talking about the settlement value of truck crash cases. This is a pretty serious area of the law where many lawyers really want these cases because guess what? They are quite valuable. The reason why is because there is a lot of insurance. I'm going to get into that in a second. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Follow along where I will make sure that your future personal injury case is protected. So, truck crash cases. Why do lawyers want them so badly? Why are they so valuable? Who is affected by them? And what are the steps that you would take if you or a loved one were involved in a truck crash case? So, the first step. Let's say that you got a call. I hope that you never get this call, but let's say you got a call that your sibling was just in a truck crash case. Where do they go? Why are they valuable? What are the next steps? So let's say that they were driving their Ford Fusion, the same car that I have. And let's say that they were hit by a Walmart truck. What is the average settlement value of these cases? Why are they worth so much more? And let's take a different scenario. Instead of a Walmart truck, let's say that it was your neighbor who hit them. Now, your neighbor cheaped out on their insurance and got a $15,000 policy, okay? If you got hit, and let's say that you don't have any UIM, which means underinsured motorist coverage on your own policy. If you got hit by by your neighbor with a $15,000 policy, and let's say that you broke your arm, you broke your leg, you broke your neck, you're never walking again. All right? A serious crash that your neighbor caused. The only amount of money, because you didn't protect yourself on your own insurance policy, that you're going to get is $15,000. Why? Because it doesn't matter how hurt you are. You get what the insurance available is if you are catastrophically hurt and there is only a certain amount of insurance. Now, let me repeat that. Because your neighbor has a $15,000 policy, and you don't have any insurance on your own policy to protect you against an underinsured driver, and you get hit by your neighbor with a $15,000 policy, the only amount of money that you're going to make here is $15,000. Your medical bills alone might be a few $100,000. Now, let's take that same injuries and let's take a Walmart truck. Now, the United States Department of Transportation says that you must have at least $750,000 of liability coverage if you drive a truck. Now, most corporations like Walmart have even more. They might have a $20 million or $50 or even $100 million policy. Depending on the commercial carrier, you may have pretty much an unlimited amount of money to deal with. Now, let's take that same fact pattern. You broke your arm, you broke your leg, you broke your neck. You're never walking again. Your brother is going to have to be caretaken for the rest of his life. If you got hit by a Walmart truck, guess what? You can recover as much as a jury says your case is worth. That might be a $20, $30, $40 million case, depending on how bad the facts are. Let's say that Walmart had a rule that all drivers of their trucks need to stop every 150 miles. And let's say Walmart pushed people to go past that 150 miles. And let's say that they were at mile 290 when this crash occurred. The driver had never taken a rest. They pushed profits over safety. That's a serious case. Now, I, as a personal injury lawyer, would love to represent that client. You know why? Because I got a big corporation that people hate, and I got a really injured client who deserves the world in terms of money, and they are going through something that's not their fault, and there's pretty much unlimited insurance. So you have a seriously valuable personal injury case if you get really hurt and you get hit by a truck that has a corporation logo on it. Because guess what? There's so much more insurance involved and so much more insurance available that even if you had $0 on your own insurance policy, just like that original scenario with no UIM, you can still recover a few $1 million in that case. Are all truck crash cases worth $1 million? No. If you get rear-ended by a truck and you barely have a fender bender, you're still going to have a pretty low value case, but just the fact that it was a truck crash tends to amplify the verdict. Just the fact that it was a truck crash with a corporate logo makes the case worth more. So if you do get in a truck crash, your case is worth a pretty good amount of money, especially if you get really hurt. I hope that you are not going through something like this. If you are, I'm happy to hop on the phone with you and talk it through with you. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, follow along where I'll make sure your future personal injury case is protected. Thanks so much.